Things like this usually don't happen in a community like ours. It's very tragic.
Investigators release autopsy reports today for 8 members of an Ohio family killed execution style.
We begin tonight with a deadline that has passed for the mother of 2 missing children from Rexburg.
Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and on this channel we talk about all things true crime related. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. They're both free ways to really help me out. So in today's case, we are going to be covering the abduction of 16-year-old Sophia Franklin. This is a current case and it's ongoing. An Amber Alert was issued for this case. So that's one reason I think it's important to cover. I was really going back and forth on covering this just because at some point, Sophia, hopefully she's going to be found alive and she'll be returning to her own life. And I don't want to go into too many details for someone who's going to be hopefully returning. So when we talk about these, they're missing on different circumstances. This one, although it is not the same as everyone, she is still in danger. But let's jump right into it. So like I said, we're going to be discussing 16-year-old Sophia Franklin, who is out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I want to go over the details of what she looks like. So that way, if you don't make it to the end of the video, you got the most important part out of the video. So hopefully if you see her, you're able to call 911. Your local police, whoever, to be able to get some information. I can give some details down in the description of the phone numbers that you can also call. She's described as a white female, 5'9", with brown hair and blue eyes. She is 3 to 4 months pregnant, but her mother says that she doesn't look pregnant, at least she didn't when she went missing on February 2nd. She wears glasses, and one of her eyes makes an involuntary movement when she chews, something that makes her a little unique. At the time that she left, she was dealing with hives on her arms, legs, and on her neck and face, I believe it was. And she has been wearing a rose gold ring with a pink heart-shaped gem on her left hand.
What's your message to Sophie at this point?
Just come home. Life's just starting, and we're here to help you get through all the ups and downs of it, and there's nothing that detracts from our love for you.
So this case really began on February 3rd when Sophia's mother would go into Sophia's room to check on her. She last saw her the night before around 9 p.m. Sophia said she wasn't feeling well, so she was just going to be going to bed. According to her mother, since she wasn't feeling well, she was just going to let her rest, and she went to go check on her in the morning of February 3rd. However, when she went into her room, she saw that Sophia wasn't there. She would end up calling her father, completely upset, Sophia's father, completely upset, saying he took her, leading Sophia's father to leave work and her mother to call 911 to report her missing. Now, I want to go into that statement that her mother made, he took her. The he she's talking about is 40-year-old Gary F. Day, the father of Sophia's unborn baby. So Sophia and Gary, they started talking online back in April of 2024, and then one day at the end of July of 2024, Sophia just didn't come home. Her parents were led to believe that she was actually staying at a friend's house. And from my understanding, this friend would call and confirm with the parents that she was staying there. It wasn't able to confirm that in multiple sources, so I'm not sure how true that was. But according to her mother, around this time, Sophia was really upset with them for doing some things, trying to keep her safe. But this upset her. She left. So they were just trying to give her some space to cool down so she would eventually come home. From what she said, they were in complete contact or continuous contact with Sophia while she was gone during this time period. From July to when she was brought back home, they texted her, they called her, they thought she was still going to work at McDonald's. They were unaware that she was actually elsewhere. Gary was actually on probation for 72 months after he pled guilty to endangering the welfare of a child in 2020. From reportedly an abuse incident that happened in 2019. So a visit from his probation officer was actually done in December of 2024. And this is when we would learn that Sophia was staying with Gary. Sophia would tell police that she actually was the one who reached out to Gary. She knew he was 40 years old and he knew that she was 16. She said that they had talked about his divorce and the ongoing custody battle that he was going through, and she told the police that she would rather be with him than go home to her family. She also confessed at this time that she was pregnant with his baby. Remember, like I said, she was 16, although I'm not sure when her birthday was, and he is 40. So she told police that he would come get her in July, like he came and got her from her home in July, and they waited to have sexual contact until they got back to Arkansas because they knew it was illegal in Wisconsin, which is this poor girl. Like I said, Sophia's family thought she was staying at a friend's house while she was working at McDonald's. They were in regular contact, so there's really no red flags. But they would get a phone call from the police in Arkansas saying that she was actually staying with Gary. She was brought back to Beaver Dam and had a no contact order put in place in an attempt to keep the two from talking. However, this did not stop them. On January 31st, 2025, Sophia's parents found disturbing conversations between who they thought was Gary and Sophia. From what I understand, the account wasn't from one they knew was directly Gary's account, and that I also saw in a source some of the details of these messages were basically him saying that he didn't want to live or something along those lines, and basically Sophia saying hang on for their daughter's sake, like her just carrying him through when he's a 40-year-old fucking man. The parents did report this contact to police. However, it didn't seem to stop them, because after Sophia wasn't found in her room, the first thing her parents did was look on their surveillance door cam, and they saw what appeared to be Gary Day lurking around their home. Once they saw this footage, Sophia's parents would call 911 and report her as kidnapped. They were able to identify the vehicle that they left in, a 2014 black Buick LaCrosse. It originally had Arkansas plates, which were BBR20L, but from what it looks like, they were able to switch to Pennsylvania plates, which the last plate that they had that we knew of was KGW5186. And I would assume that by now they would have a different plate number on there, honestly, because if they already switched to Pennsylvania plates, they know that people are going to be looking for them. So at this point, we're not really sure, but that was the last plate that we were given. It also should be mentioned that Sophia's sister saw this black LaCrosse idling about a block away from the family's home at like 5:20 a.m. that morning. So it seems like he was waiting there for a while. I mean, it is a long drive from Cabot, Arkansas to Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It's like 11 hours of driving. Now, there really has no been updates on their whereabouts since she was reported missing. It was captured on the Wisconsin Department of Transportation cameras that they were traveling about 8:30 in the morning, I think it was. And police believed, at least at the time that they went missing, that they were heading south. But really, there is no idea where any of them are. There is an Amber Alert issued for Sophia Franklin in Wisconsin, Arkansas, and then also Missouri. On Tuesday, February 4th, Gary Day was charged with 2 counts of child abduction and 2 counts of child enticement. He also has a warrant out for his arrest in Arkansas for violating his probation, as he left the state, obviously, after letting his ankle monitor battery die. So, a quick description and another photo of Gary Day. He's a white male who is 5'7" with blonde hair and green eyes. Even though it seems like a lot of pictures he has, he's kind of balding. If you have any information or any sightings, please reach out to police at 920-887-4612 or the Amber Alert tip line at 888-304-3936. I'm sure you could probably call your local 911 also and report saying that you've seen 2 people that have been reported, at least she was reported missing. I believe that his mother reported him missing out of Arkansas too, but I don't really give a shit about Gary Day. He's a disgusting human being who they say should just turn himself in, but I doubt he will. Please make sure to like this video, share it with those in the area and those not in the area, because in my opinion, Sophia does not understand fully what's happening right here. I don't think she understands how much more he has to lose than she has to lose, and I don't think she really thought this whole thing through. Obviously, what's going to happen when they run out of money? What's going to happen when the baby's due? She needs medical care. So please make sure, if you see her or Gary Day, to please call 911. If there are any updates in this case, I will go ahead and make sure you guys are updated. Make sure to again like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please leave any video recommendations in the comments below. You'll find all my sources there. Until next time, stay safe out there. The world is an ugly place.